Hey guys, okay, so I originally created Against the Main because I wanted to really educate people on organic, non-toxic cosmetics, skincare, makeup, everything. I've been a professional makeup artist for 7 years now. I did 1 year in London and now I've been in New York for 6 years. And it's just so crazy to me that the beauty industry and the beauty products have so much crap in them. It's really gross to me. I personally have suffered from hives, allergic reactions, and just my skin got to the point where it was so sensitive sometimes that water hurt it. Yeah. So for my first video, what I really wanted to do and what I thought would be interesting is taking something such as organic or non-toxic and kind of combining it with technology. Something more modern. I really love lymphatic drainage. It has been made a huge difference for me. And I just really love it. And what's so amazing is nowadays we have technology that actually makes it even cooler. So I love the NuFace, which is this little guy. This is the NuFace Mini. They believe it ranges from $150 to $350, or I got this for $150 on sale. If you do not want to spend that amount of money, that's completely fine. I would say go to Amazon and get a gua sha tool or a face roller. The face rollers are going to look just like this. They're just not going to have the electric pulses in it. The gua sha will look like a little square and it will have a little divot in it, which is where you would be putting it around jaw, cheeks, wherever you want to. If you were using the NuFace, make sure that you were using the gel primer it comes with. The ingredients in that really aren't that good. They're not horrible, but I don't like a couple of them. So I would actually say you can just use aloe, but you want to make sure it's organic aloe. CVS, Duane Reade, Walgreens, they do not have organic aloe. I don't know, have you ever read the ingredients? It's not even, there's like no aloe in it. It's like water, gelatin, fragrance, food coloring, preservatives. But yet it says it's aloe. It doesn't make sense to me. If you're using a regular gua sha or a regular face roller that does not have the electric pulses, just use oil. Don't use coconut oil because that's extremely comedogenic. It will clog your pores. That's a 4 out of 5 in terms of how likely it is to clog your skin. I would say use grapeseed oil or rosehip oil, which is my favorite. It has a lot of vitamin A in it, which is amazing for getting rid of hyperpigmentation, acne scars, and it's basically nature's form of retinol. Retinol? Retin-A? Retinol. I'm gonna say retinol. So what I like to do is I'm gonna take quite a bit of an organic aloe and I'm just gonna basically saturate my face in it. And I like to get my neck as well. And the reason why you need to do this with the NuFace is because it is sending tiny little electric pulses, which are stimulating the muscles. So by combining the lymphatic drainage with the little pulses, it's helping to further tone the skin. So the lymphatic drainage is getting rid of the excess water, because at the end of the day, if you have a puffy face, it's because of excess water, excess fluid in the face, or allergies, or maybe you got stung by a bee and you're allergic, but it's excess fluid. What I like to do with my NuFace is it has 3 different settings. I go to the most extreme because I'm extreme and crazy. And I like to start at my neck. And you just want to move upwards. The first time I used this, I started on my jaw. And in my head, I was like, okay, I'm doing my jaw, but now when I do my neck, the fluid's getting stuck there again. So I like to do my neck first, and then I'll go to my jaw. And you want to make sure that the balls, one below the jaw, one above the jaw slightly, and then you just want to go upwards, outwards, up, out, up, out, up, out. This will go for a total of 5 minutes if you're using the NuFace. If not, if you're doing gua sha or the face roller for the first time, I would say, when I first did it, I did like 10 passes for each section, and then I would just move on to the next section. And you can kind of just gauge it. And I would say focus on different areas depending on your face, what you want. I really like to spend more time on my jaw and my cheeks because those are the 2 areas that need the most drainage, in my opinion. So I really like to spend more time on those. Another thing that I like to do, especially for the cheeks, is you want to go a little bit below, a little bit above the cheek, and you're going up and out. But I like to go sideways and just go right underneath the cheek to really carve it out. Because in all honesty, if I had my way, my face would look like all the time, no contour, no nothing. But that's not what I got going on. So I just try to help it out a bit. So I just go a little bit more like that, and then you can go up and out as well. I also will say when you're going like this, it does kind of help because it's getting by the eye area a bit, and that will help. As far as if you have enough aloe or enough of the new face gel, you will tell. You'll be able to tell. If you didn't put enough, you will feel tiny little like snaps on the skin. It's not extremely painful, but it is irritating. It's irritating, that's what I would say. So basically, you want to do this for 5 minutes. Especially if it's your first time, I would say you don't have to do more than 5 minutes. I really love doing this in the morning. It's kind of like a massage, and it helps calm me down quite a bit. And then I will always do this first before washing my face. I like to do it before I wash my face, because after I wash my face, I tend to put a lot of serums and oils and creams and actives. I love using, my skin has a lot of texture, so I love to use a lot of like lactic acid to get rid of the dry texture. So I would say do this before your whole skincare routine. And then at night you can do this before you wash your face. I believe they say you only have to do it once or maybe twice a day for a while, but I like to do it twice a day if I can. In all honesty, it's not that difficult for me to do it once a day, especially in the mornings. It's pretty easy for me to do it. But there's a lot of times I forget to do it at night. Then I do a little bit on my forehead. I don't spend too much time because I personally don't have too many issues with my eyes or my forehead. And you just want to be going up and out because that's moving all the fluid, which is usually centrified, and you're just moving it out. Like I said, you can change this depending on your likes or what you want to accomplish. If you have more drooping eyes, you can just spend a little bit more time on the eye area. Go nice and slow. Do not apply too much pressure. It's the eye area, so it's very thin and delicate skin. Whereas in the cheek, I go in. Your face is also lubed up because of aloe or the new face gel, so it makes a difference. All right, not 5 minutes, but you guys hopefully get the point. It's not that difficult, but you can use it with the new face, which is my personal favorite, or you can just start, if you just want to see how it works for you, with a typical like jade gua sha or a rose quartz gua sha, or just a face roller. And then I would just say use oil if you're using something that does not conduct electricity. If you're really freaked out about oil breaking you out, even though grapeseed oil is not going to break you out, but if you're really freaked out about it, then I would say just use the aloe. I do know that like 1 out of every million humans are allergic to aloe, so if that's the case, I am sorry. There is this brand that creates an aloe that is it's kind of like filtered, and it gets rid of the allergenic component. I'll see if I can find that, and I'll link that down below. But other than that, pretty much concludes this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. If you found it helpful, you can give it a thumbs up if you want. You can also follow me on my social medias if you want to. I will link them down below. And besides that, I will also link my website, againstthemain.com, so you could check out more articles. And if you want to share this video, that would mean a lot. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And that's that.